Hey guys, let's talk a little bit about rental leads and if this is a strategy you might want to employ in your business. So there's the big debate: should you work with buyers? Should you work with sellers? Should you work with tenants? Now, don't get me wrong, rental leads aren't the sexiest thing out there. I mean, you're not going to sell multi-million dollar rentals and make tens of thousands of dollars in commissions. Now, you can make some pretty good money in rentals. In fact, I've had multiple $15,000 commissions from leases. Now, those are corporate leases, some really nice properties, so very few and far between. But don't let your limiting beliefs make you believe that you can't make money on leases, because you absolutely can. So a lot of new agents are going to start learning about all the different ways you can generate leads, and you're going to find out very quickly that it's not the easiest game in the world. There's a reason why the failure rate for real estate agents is astronomical, because it's hard to get business. It's just the way it is. The longer you stay in it, the easier it gets. That first year is crucial. If you can just get some money coming in to keep you afloat, then you're going to get past that first year, which is the hardest, and it just gets easier from that point on. So why rentals? Why not just focus on sales? Well, there could be multiple reasons. You could just focus on sales. I'm not telling you not to focus on sales. You absolutely should look at sales. But sometimes it's just easier to focus on rentals. For example, your age group. Who are your friends? If you're a younger agent and all your friends are renting, this could be a good opportunity. If everyone you know is moving every year or two from one apartment to the next apartment, you can help them move and make money. Whereas if all your friends own properties, well, maybe you're not going to get much business from them, obviously. So maybe you could just focus on sales and getting referrals from your friends and family, because they are purchasing. But if your friends and family aren't purchasing and they are actually renting, then you should look into it and how that would work. Another good thing that people fail to realize is a lot of renters turn into buyers. So whether they know they can buy or not, they may eventually end up purchasing. Now, sometimes you might meet someone who thinks they can't even buy, and that's the reason why they're renting. And then you show them, oh, you can buy. You've got good credit. You can afford a down payment because you can afford the security deposit. There's rental programs and lenders that can give you a home that you can purchase with very little cash down, as long as your credit's good enough and you have good job history. So that might be something you can eventually convert someone to a buyer. And this is a great way to build a database. So as a new agent, you need a database. You need people to talk to try and convert them to clients, to get referrals, and so on and so forth. So why not get paid to build your database? You're getting rental leads, people that are moving and paying your bills, and you're adding them to a database that you're keeping up with, and eventually they're going to move again, and you get paid again. So the cool thing about real estate is every time someone moves, you can get paid. Renters move more frequently than buyers too. Keep that in mind. So with that in mind, what programs do you need to be able to work leases? Well, if you've looked at your MLS, you may have noticed that there aren't any apartments on there. It's just homes. So you've got some homes for rent, and they're really not paying a whole lot because there's actually two agents involved. So you have the listing agent, and then you would be the tenant's agent. So you're going to get a percentage of the commission, but you're only really getting half because the listing agent has made an agreement with the landlord of a certain amount of total commission, and then you guys are splitting that. So along came these companies that essentially took out that middleman. So there's these companies that reach out to all the apartment complexes and they negotiate commissions. And then there's owners that list their properties on these websites that you have access to, and you can see how much commission is being offered. There's three main companies I want to go over today, and they have different reasons, different pricing structures. One is called Rental Beast, one is called Smart Locating, the other one is called Apartment Data. And I've kind of sorted them by price and what you get for them. So Apartment Data is the cheapest one. They've been around a long time, since the mid-'80s. They actually have a one-time fee. So you pay them once and you're done. That's it. You get access to apartments. You get access to how much commission these apartments are offering. So whenever someone says, hey, I want to move, you can look for apartments in the area and you can find out the commissions. Now, you don't necessarily need one of these programs. You can just do a search, find the apartments, call the apartment, find out how much commission they're offering. But it's so much nicer when this is all compiled in some sort of search engine where you can search by price and see all the data and keep everything centralized. So apartmentdata.com is the first one I want to introduce you to. If you're on a tight budget, you're looking to get into leases, being able to apartment locate, apartmentdata.com is a great option. Now, they aren't everywhere. From what I can tell, they only have specific markets. Looks like they have mostly Texas, Florida, Arizona, Georgia, Tennessee, and North Carolina. So if you're outside those areas, this might not be the best site. But if you are in these areas and you're looking for a cheap way just to get into apartment locating, I believe it's $50, one-time setup fee. That's it, one and done. Now, it's older and it seems a little outdated. So the next up is called Smart Locating. Smart Locating also does apartments. But they've actually implemented a few other things. So they have a kind of a more advanced site. So you can search for properties. You can actually put your clients together, so you can keep all your clients in there. You can create lists, getting paid. They try to help you with getting paid. You can do invoicing, and then they have another little section here to help you get leads. So you can set up a website with them. The lead generator is for following up your past clients. Earlier I mentioned a database. Well, this particular company will send your database emails over time to potentially get another move out of them. So they move once, well, then you put them on this lead generator, and then eventually they want to move again, and they reach out to you again. And so you get paid again every time they move. And you can create brochures. You can post the brochures anywhere on social media, things like that. Pretty cool setup. Pricing was not terrible. So if you look at the pricing here, the locating pricing is $60 a month or $42 a month if you pay for a yearly contract. So now we're starting to get some sort of investment. You have a monthly fee. So this is if you need to take it seriously. As soon as you start making investments, you need to start taking this seriously. And then finally, I'm going to show you Rental Beast. Rental Beast seems to, in my opinion, to be the most powerful system. There's a couple main differences that Rental Beast has. First off, it's going to have the apartments. They claim that they have the largest database of anyone. I don't know how accurate that claim is. It's just their claim, right? Now, one thing I did notice that landlords can list their properties here, and they claim to have more than just apartments. So they might have homes on there and townhomes and other things that the other couple companies don't have. Now, you can find homes and townhomes on your MLS, but that's going to have a co-broke. There's going to be another agent involved. Rental Beast doesn't have any agents, so you're getting the full commission. And when you get the full commission, it can be a lot more. A lot of these apartments are offering 100% or more of 1 month's rent. So if you get someone a $2,000 a month apartment, you get a $2,000 paycheck, or potentially more depending on what they're offering. And these companies do the negotiation of the commissions for you, so you don't have to. You just see how much they're being offered. The other cool thing about Rental Beast is that they offer leads. Now, they couldn't tell me exactly how many leads they get. All they said is that you put in your criteria, your area, price range, and you will go on lead rotation. Leads are included in their price. So as leads come in, they're just distributed round robin to all their agents on the platform. That alone is kind of cool. Don't get me wrong, that's really cool. Now, if we look at pricing on Rental Beast, let's see. Oh no, can I find my pricing again? I think I'm gonna have to put in all my information again here and see if I can't get some pricing. So here we go. Okay, so with Rental Beast, the pricing is the highest, but I have negotiated a 20% off discount. So I've negotiated a group plan essentially. So if you're interested in Rental Beast, you can take these pricings, whether it's monthly or yearly. So they have monthly option, quarterly option, yearly, or 2 years. So if you're looking to just try it out, $89 a month or $63 a month if you want to try it out for a quarter. This seems like probably the best bet if you just want to try it out as a quarter, because there's a big drop here and a smaller drop here, and then you should be able to get 20% off when you mention that I referred you. So I mean, if you're gonna take it seriously, I'm going with Rental Beast or Smart Locating. Rental Beast, just because they provide leads, sounds to me like the best platform. This is what it looks like. So you have like a search function. kind of like you do on the MLS. And then whenever you open up a property, you can see more information. You can see how much commission is being offered. In this case, it's 100% of 1 month's rent if they do a 12-month lease. And you can send these listings to your clients. But yeah, it's got, and it also has an education section, which is kind of cool. They have like a boot camp, how to use social media, how to use the platform. It looks like the most robust in my opinion. I think that the smart locating looks modern, so it looks nice, whereas apartment data looks kind of old school. And if you're gonna be using a system every day, you really should enjoy using it. So that's the programs you need. Now I will plug another awesome reason to work with Lease, and that's the ability to get leads from referrals from other agents. So whenever you're trying to get leads for sales or whatnot, you're going out there doing open houses, maybe making some ads, working your sphere for referrals. Just there's all sorts of different ways you can do it. Farming, things like that. With rentals, the top producing agents don't want to work them. And so if you reach out to every top producer in your area, introduce yourself and tell them you want their lease listing or their lease leads, because they don't want them, but just mention that I would love to have any referrals for leases that you get. I'm happy to work them. I'll work my butt off for them, and you will get these referrals for free. And the cool thing about leases is there's usually not a referral fee. When you get a referral for a sale, the referring agent usually wants a percentage, like 25-35% of the commission. When you get a referral for a lease, it's usually just, here you go, it's free. There's no paying them back anything. And so that's kind of cool. And they're a dime a dozen. You should be able to get tons of them from agents if you make your rounds, talking to agents and kind of making sure they know that you should be the go-to in your area to give away these lease listings. And then you can run ads for them as well, just like you can with sales. And so there's different ways to get them. But if you want to start looking at getting some leases and just getting some work to do to get paid, especially when you're new and you have that extra time, take a look at what you can do with rentals and leases.